Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura. I'm a 28-year-old single mother of two beautiful children. I have chronic health conditions and love makeup, and I'm gay. So today's video we are talking about anxiety and being gay, like, being part of the LGBTQ community. I think about it for a second. Like, it's late. I'm tired. This issue's been wearing on my heart since I posted my coming out video, and I just wanted to, clear a few things up. I've had a lot of people come to me and ask me, how I handle my anxiety and being part of this community. I've never really had a big problem with anxiety and being part of this amazing community that we're in. I support everyone. I don't care if you're bi, trans, straight, blue, purple, black. I mean, I love everybody. That is me. That is who I am. But, yes, my anxiety issues started before I came out. Was I anxious about coming out? To be honest, I was anxious, but I knew it was the right time, like I said in my coming out video. It was the right time. You can't let anything go unsaid. You can't let anything, if there's something on your heart that you want to say, don't ever let it just stay there. Like, get it out. Like, express your feelings, because if you don't express your feelings, you're going to be in a state of anxiety anyways. Like, that's what I'm saying. That is anxiety. Anxiety is when you have everything just like everything's up here and you're having all these thoughts going on in your head. That's one part of anxiety. Another part of anxiety is, when you do go into panic mode, when you have those panic attacks, when you feel your heart palpitating, when you feel this heavy wash over your head, when you start feeling the shakiness, feeling the lightheadedness, feelings you're going to pass out, everybody has different symptoms of anxiety. My anxiety journey has had its rocky moments, but being able to actually come out and be me and not be ashamed of who I am, no, that did not increase my anxiety. I guess, as I move forward in my journey, with finding out, being able to express myself, as me, and not having to put on a facade for anybody or be scared of what people think. That was a huge weight that was lifted off my shoulders. And when you think about it, anxiety is a weight. Anxiety weighs you down. When you get things out, the weight lifts. It's not as heavy. Now, it's not been an easy road. I mean, there have been some judgmental people. Like I said, my family, my friends were supportive. I didn't care what people, thought in public, and I still don't. But I do, get that feeling like I know I know people are watching me. If I'm holding someone's hand, in the past, I'm holding someone's hand in public, they're just they hide their kid's face. I'm like, okay. I could be holding a girl's hand and holding my kid's hand and, just get these looks of just, hatred. And I'm like, I try not to let it get to me. Sometimes it does. And I'm sorry if you hear frogs because they're really loud at night. But anywho, I try not to let it get to me. I'm not ashamed of who I am. Like I've said before, I'm not ashamed of who I've been with. I've not been ashamed to, share, these people with the world. It's just when it comes down to it, yes, anxiety is part of it. There's always with my anxiety, I do have my moments, but at the end of the day, I'm thankful for who I am. I'm thankful, I've never asked God why, why he made me this way. Because you know what? I firmly believe that he did. He knew, everybody is made a certain way. And, I've had people ask me, like I've had, a couple questions. So I guess we can consider this partially Q&A because it's basically me explaining what people have asked. So I had someone ask me, do I think anxiety is a mental illness? Yes, anxiety is a mental illness. Do I think being gay is a mental illness? No. And I don't know why someone asked me if anxiety was a mental illness. I'm pretty sure they meant to ask if I was gay, so I threw that in there. If I thought that was a mental illness. But no, like, it's not a mental illness. Like, there is nothing in my life that, steered me in this direction besides the fact of I like who I like, and that's it. Like, personalities draw me in, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, it's not a mental illness. And I hate the fact that people are like, they think that they can take their children and they can take them to a church or something and have them, de-gayed. Like, I've heard that so many times. Like, oh, have you ever tried to be de-gayed? No, bitch, I don't want to be de-gayed. I'm me. Like, I'm gay. Like, I'm fine with it. Be fine with it for me. Like, if you can't be with it, then I don't need you in my life. Like, I've had another question. Like, have you ever been anxious, when you meet new people, like new friends, when you're in college? Because let's be honest, I'm a professional student. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to school. I will continue to go to school and, get more certifications. Like, expand my knowledge, because you can never have too much knowledge. So it's like, do I get anxious when I meet new people? And, maybe 8 years ago I was, but now it's like I'm like, I walk into a room, it's like, I meet somebody, it's like, hey, I'm bored, da-da-da-da, it's like, it's not something I try to hide. I mean, I'll be like, hey, yeah, girl, they start talking about guys, like, no, that's not my type, I prefer girls, it's kind of like one of those things, like, I don't, like, willingly, like, first off, like, hey, I'm Laura, I'm gay, no, but it's like, I'll throw it in there, like, I'm not going to sit around here and just, act like I'm, someone I'm not. Like I said, it was harder, like, 8 years ago than it is today. But as of today, yeah, no, I have no issues. Was it hard getting past that point? At one point in my life, it was, because it was so fresh, like, meeting people, going to college, being able to express yourself, and this is when I was first going through my, first started with my anxiety journey, and I didn't know, so it's like everything made me anxious, and it was hard for me to, when I did go to school in Colorado, I was kind of like, oh my goodness, do I need to tell them? Like, I mean, how do I tell them? Are people going to accept me? Like, I was worried at that time, and, that's what I'm saying. It's like, one, when I came out, no, I wasn't worried. When I moved to Colorado, and there was, a whole fresh new round of people that I did not know, and I'm like, oh my goodness, those frogs are so annoying. But you'll probably hear the frogs louder than you hear me, so I'm sorry if you do. But, in Colorado, when I first moved up there, yes, I was very anxious. I literally had to run out of the classroom a couple of times because my anxiety was not controlled at that point in my life. So, when I met, when I met my friend, one of my best friends, Sierra, I was like, I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm gay. And she's like, that's so awesome. Like, Colorado is one of the first, states to, put in place the same-sex marriage. So it was always, and that's actually where I got married. So they were, like, kind of more accepting than we were down here in Georgia. I live in the, Bible Belt. Now, I do go to church sometimes. I believe in God. I pray. I know that God's got my back, you know what I'm saying? But when I say Bible Belt, it's like people are like, oh, it's not okay for you to be gay. Like, when they passed the law here that you could, marry same sex, all hell broke loose, like, literally. But, but this, like I said, was 8 years ago, trying to think. I lost my train of thought. Got ADD too. So at this point in time, no, like, I'm not afraid. So no, when I go to school, when I meet new people, I'm not afraid to tell them who I am, how I am, because you're either going to love me or you're not. It's simple as that. The next question I had was, what if your employer does not like gay people? Would you tell them you're gay, or would you keep it a secret? I tell them, because there's no changing who I am. Like, you know, in the interview, do I think it's like the first thing you say out of your mouth? No. But when you're getting to know your employer, like, you can tell, you know, I can read people really, really well, and I can read people's body language. I can read how people, you know, I see how their eyes move, how their, you know, face, you know, kind of twitches a little bit. Like, I read these little things, and I can tell, like, if something I say makes somebody uncomfortable. So, straight up in an interview, you know, if they ask me, you know, tell me some stuff about yourself, I'm not willing, you know, to hide it, because would I want to be in a place where someone would judge me for who I am as a person? Would I want to work there? No. I want to be accepted like everybody else. Like, you know, that's why I try to instill in my kids, and I have, you know, love everybody. Do not see color. Do not see, you know, if you see two guys holding hands in public, you see two girls holding hands in public, you don't look at them any type of way. You just look at them as you would anybody else. And that leads me to my next question. How did I raise my kids to be so loving and caring and to not care? You know, ever since my kids were little, I've been with girls. Like, you know, it's been a constant. Did I try to hide it from them? No. I wanted them to know that it was okay. Like, it's, you know, and some people, you know, are going to come and probably jump on me and, you know, totally disagree. But, I mean, my daughter's 10.5 and my son is 7. I could bring them out here right now. They will tell you they don't see that stuff. They love everybody. You know, I asked my son the other day when I went and picked him up from my dad's house. I asked my son Mason, I said, who do you love the most? He said, I don't know, because I love everybody. Coming from a 7-year-old. Sweetest little boy you'll meet. You know, my daughter, she's just so forthcoming, and she's like, you know, Mommy, I want you to be happy, and if a girl makes you happy, then I'm happy. Like, that's how they've been. And, you know, honestly, I don't know how they, you know, are who they are, but they are amazing. And it's because, like, I show them love, and you got to show your kids love and acceptance, and you got to show they learn by your actions. So if you're out there judging people, or if you make a comment for them like, oh, look at them, like they're, you know, two girls together, you know, that's not right, this, that, and the other. You can believe what you want to believe, but let your child have their own views in life. Don't make them, you know, against something that they might actually turn out to be later on in life. You don't know. So I always just teach my kids, I always try to show my kids that it's okay. You know, it's okay to be with the same sex. Like, it's okay. If that's what you feel in your heart, then it's okay. So that's all I can say is show your kids love. Show your kids to love everybody in front of them. Don't judge others. Do not judge others in front of your kids, because let me tell you, my daughter will sit here and tell you something that happened 8 years ago when she was 2. Okay? She remembers everything. So when you think your kids aren't paying attention, they really are. My next question, what was it? I'm really bad about not bringing my notebook when I film, but kind of film randomly wherever I'm at, and I'm, you know, things are fresh in my heart and my mind. I didn't plan on doing this video tonight, but this one's going up tomorrow. So, trying to think. Oh, do I share my social medias if I'm gay? Yes, I do. Sure do. Not ashamed of it. I'm pretty sure I said in my coming out video, I'm not ashamed of who I am. And, you know, the judgment that passes. I mean, if people want to pass judgment, they can easily hit that defriend button or unfollow button or unsubscribe button. Simple as that. If you can't support me, then why are you still on my page? Why are you still on my stuff? Don't be. Like, if you don't, why are you here? That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. So, I'm not afraid to post who I am. Has being gay ever been used against me? And all I'm going to say is yes, it has, and I will not go into further detail. It has been used against me. I won't go into further detail on that because that's a big subject. But in other instances, you know, yes, it has. I've had people say, oh, well, you know, you're gay and, you know, your kids are going to hate you when they grow up. No. Back to the kid thing. No, they're not. My kids love me. They love me for who I am. If you don't show your kids who you are, I mean, who do they love? Because you're putting on a facade. How are they going to love you if they don't even know you? So you got to teach your kids to know you. I've had being gay used against me at work. Sure have. It's been thrown in my face a lot. And I get, you know, like right now my leg's shaking because just thinking about it just makes me angry. How do I handle the hate of being gay? I try to just let it roll off my shoulders because, you know, when people throw hate comments out there, they're really not mature. Because if you are a mature adult, then you wouldn't judge anybody. You wouldn't sit there and throw hate and say this isn't right, you know, God doesn't love you, you know, you're going to hell. One, what I know in my heart is right. Two, God sure does love me. And three, I damn sure ain't going to hell. Okay? Clearing those three things up right there and then. Do my children's fathers, like, are they okay with me being gay? I guess so. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. If they don't, they ain't said nothing. I mean, it's been 8 years since I came out, so if they have an issue with it, they should have said something. And then I was also asked if their family supported it. I mean, yeah, my daughter's grandmother, she's very supportive. She supported it. She's, you know, very helpful. She's supportive. She has always been supportive of who I've been with, just like my mom has been. Carly's dad's mom was mom. We call me Mom. She's always been supportive. She's always loved who I've been with, that they've met. And also, her grandfather on her dad's side has always been supportive. So, yes, like, I have a very supportive threshold. Mason's grandparents, same way. Like, they're not going to hate me for who I am. Like, as long as my kids are loved, taken care of, and they're fed, and they're clean, and they have to, you know, they're walking around here looking better than me, like, that's what it's all about. You know, kids come first. And so their feelings. Like, I've actually sat down with my daughter before and asked her her opinion or how she felt about me. And this was back when, I'd say 5 years ago. I asked how she felt. She said, Mama, I'm going to blank out name. She said, Mama, I love her. And she's like, this just means I have a bonus mommy. Like, there you go. Bonus mommy. Like, when you're with a girl, you get a bonus mommy. Like, you know, moms are the best. So, just kidding. Moms and dads are both equal. So don't hate me for saying that. But, you know, just like if you are a man with a man, it's a bonus dad if you have kids. Like, I mean, hell, that's like having step-parents. Like, I've got a stepmother, I've got a stepfather. Bonus parents. Like, you know, we're an extended family. So, you know, those were her words. And yes, I am single right now. I've been single for a long time, trying to focus on me, getting my health and stuff back in order. Get on the right track with everything. I'm trying to think out a few more questions. Anxiety-wise, oh, good question. Have I ever gotten out of a ticket for being gay and it being a female cop? Yes, I have. Very honest. If you haven't noticed, I'm very honest. I've also was asked, have I ever gotten out of a bar tab? Yes, I have. I don't drink, you know, anymore. But, you know, much at all. Like, actually, like, barely ever. and this is one of my other anxiety things, like I always play with my hair. I've gotten out a lot of stuff for being gay. But, you know, I also, you know, I've done the same thing with guys. Like, I mean, I've gotten pulled over by a cop from a guy and, you know, gotten out of it. You know, I didn't flirt with him or nothing, I guess, just because I'm a girl. But who knows? But all in all, there's a lot of anxiety that comes with being gay. Like, if you aren't fully accepted of yourself and able to come out to everybody. And, you know, yes, that shit was nerve-wracking 8 years ago. Do I give a shit now? I give 0 fucks. Don't care. Don't care what people think of me. You either love me, you don't. If you don't, I don't need you in my life anyway. So, there's that. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this video right now. This is going to be my first Q&A. I have a bunch of other questions that are inside, but I'm going to bed. You'll see this video tomorrow on the 20th. So, if you have any other questions you want to know, or if you need to reach out, as always, you can come to me, message me in my DMs. I always leave my socials. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video, and I hope you have a great day.